Yeah, those are messed up, no. Bad news, it could beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on his ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they trade that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole guard. Yeah, ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm too hardcore. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about any part. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer bar. Took a Zach, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like the dark. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shane Shaw. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Harper. Try to hope it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking note. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UBK rules. I make hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they trade that beat, I ride that business like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, the whole court. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the fart. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm too hardcore. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fart. They ain't locked in with the coat and when you speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and out there. You can't do with them steps, niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch, like Dylan. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they trade that beat, I read that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole guard. Yeah, ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, so that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that. I swear I'm too hardcore. And I just made it call. We gon' start another war. Yeah.
You'll never see another nigga like this. Used to have that white bitch popping on the night shift. Now I'm one westward, sharper than an ice pick. On you rappers' necks and it's feeling like some vice grips. Yeah, that's light shit. Send my bro a kite quick. Times of war, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see. Most of them scared to witness. Go and close your eyes. There's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences. 23 and 1 out. Praying that that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My cold cabinet, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury. I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. It's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Gun on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the squad in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the squad in my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Dasani, my wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Erykah Badu. I'm I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home and change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her. They don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain. It's a shame. So I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Taha Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Lighters in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. And Ken, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know like. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on this war in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know life. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in this war in my whole life. My whole life.
Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rapper, busy man shit, nigga. They take their head over, nigga. I read what Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like stamps and I can't let no hoe to lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Circle up and stay alert. Another cop can stretch the nigga. He ain't demon, it's an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gonna get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spit and I ain't listening. Is in fact if revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jake. So Tower War, we gon' run the summer. It's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that. Bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young pay. How you real trigger know them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? When he saying something, I ain't hear. This shit life. It ain't about who got the gun, it's about who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game change. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raise up the chain. Bring shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand and feet, so you won't never get that hand back. He bitch about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody won't be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. A certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, out with that hollow sign, yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my brain, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get it, boy, lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his gang, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
Born ready, born ready, born. Is one mic unmuted? Born ready. He said, is you ready? You ever seen Hustle and Flow when Terrence Howard said it was a pig's sport? It's a terrible analogy. Unless you saw the movie. Now, if you saw the movie, then that's not a bad analogy. Testing 1 2 testing. Hey man, I don't know how we got a strike on Cross the Line Radio. It's I ain't gonna say what I just thought. Like I don't know. All I'm gonna say is I don't know how we got a strike on Cross the Line Radio, but we got a strike on Cross the Line Radio. Yeah. If I could, I want to highlight real fast. Can I get a one shot? I want to highlight Yatazar's sweater. Yatazar just hooked me up with this fly sweater. If y'all ain't copped Yatazar's apparel, I don't know what you're doing. Hold on, let me get one more thing. Hold on. Check out this blue. Check out the blue.
I took the back there.
Check out the blue. Look at that. You see what that say back there? Tazar yacht. You know what I'm saying? Fly yacht got the school logo on the back. Got the tribe symbols on the side. Tribe symbols on the other side. I didn't even have none of this on. What's messed up is here's what I had on when I came to school. Hold on. Y'all don't even know. I'm Yatazar appareled out. I came to school with this on, with the hoodie. This is what I came to school with. I get here, Yatazar just got gifts, so I put the sweater on. I think I look fly with the sweater, man. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Yatazar. Let me tell you something, man. This nation, man, we can take care of ourselves, man. You can get your clothes. We need some shoes. We got body wash, soaps,
boots, shoes.
We need some boots and shoes. We get boots and shoes, we can clothe the nation. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't just Yatazar that sells stuff. Bunch of brothers. Y'all were down out of Chicago. I forget the brother's name out of North Carolina. Itazab out of Florida. Yaramak. Yaramak. I wear his clothes too. The Javelin. I got his. I wear everybody's stuff. Ra'im got the but ain't no more iron, you know. To me, so like addictive chaos, man. There's so many businesses. That's a word. There's so many businesses that function through ISUPK, man, that we just need some boots and shoe. Now I need somebody to get the boots and shoe game up. We get the boots and some shoes. Get some Wallaby Clarks up in there, man. You know, you're from New York. You wearing, well, Zakar always confused me. Sometimes he be like British Walkers, and then he say Clarks. I'm a Clark man myself. So we need some shoes, man. Let's get it rocking, man. So I appreciate that. Shout out to Yatazar for the sweater and the jacket and the shirt. I just didn't get a chance to show the shirt, but shout out. And listen, I'm Baptin whether I got the red hoodie on or the blue jacket. I'm still Baptin. That don't change. Baptin don't go nowhere. Baptin is always in effect, or as they say, yak with the braids, which we're going to get into today. We're going to get into a little yak with the braids because apparently, and I'm on Clubhouse, so I'm on Clubhouse as well. So if anybody on Clubhouse, if you want to come on the stage, all you got to do is just raise your hand. I'll gladly bring you up on the stage. Let me bring up Stephanie on the stage because part of the reason that we have this title that we have, let me bring my son. My son is in this. Oh, he probably ain't going to come up now because I said my son, but I sent him an invite too. Come on up here, Tally. Don't be afraid. So the reason for the title, so I type, Tally, you really ain't going to come up, man? Come on, Tally. I see you in the room. Come on up, man. Don't be afraid. So now the reason Tally said he ain't coming up, man. That's crazy, man. Don't do me like that, Tally. Don't do me like that. So we supposed to be brothers. You got to come up, Tally. So anyway, so the reason for the title, so the title on Clubhouse is Black Jewish guy wants to debate Captain Tazarya, right? And I know that's why that lady that was in here, she left Yafi. I know that's why she came in here. So for those that don't know, I'm gonna remind y'all. So a couple years ago, back when I had braids, I was in the park promoting the cookout, and Sanetta brings some Jewish guy. I didn't know who he was. Now I'm saying Jewish guy, but he's black. You'll know when I put the video on. Y'all will gladly remember once we play a couple of clips from the video. And so as I come into the room on Clubhouse, I realize I'm being talked about. So the Jewish guy is asking Risa if she can get.
Sorry, they couldn't hear it because I'm not sharing it.
They couldn't hear what? I didn't want you to play it yet.
I had to click it to load it up so that way I can have access to it when you need it, sir.
So they asked Risa if she can get me to debate. And so I happened to hop in the room at the same time. So like with anything, if anybody knows me, I definitely could talk trash. I could definitely debate. But if it's about just setting up a debate, I'll be cool. Like I'll be real, relaxed, no big deal. Let's see what happens. And that's what I was trying to be with him, but he was being such a arrogant, like you would have thought he was me the way he was acting. And what I mean by he was me, like as far as I know, he don't have no debates under his belt. I don't know of any debates that he's done where I have a lot of them. But I was like, well, let's do it this way. Let's do it this. So the first title he wanted was is ISUBK good or bad for black people? And so I said, okay, although I like the premise of the title, it's only putting me on defense and you on offense. I said, how about, and Risa could have probably said it first. I think Risa said it first where I want to be like Jewish culture versus ISUBK culture, which is better. He was kind of rejecting it, which I didn't understand. So he finally comes around after being an asshole. He finally comes around to agreeing to it. And then I say, well, this is what you should do. Because he was like, when should we get a time? And I said, well, this is what you should do. I realized I don't have the mic. This thing is loose. Also, this thing here is Asher. This thing is loose. You see it? Let me see. This thing is loose here. I don't like that because it don't hold. I do it. I got it. I'm just saying this piece right here is loose. All right. So now, come on, dude. I got it. I'm a grown man. Did you really have to push that? Did you really have to push that? So anyway, as I was saying, so what I do with everybody, like everybody knows this, like I got this debate coming up against some cat named Unbiased Sports, right? And Unbiased Sports, he was on the show. He wanted to debate the virgin birth. And so what did we do? I brought him on the show. We had a cordial discussion. No trash talking back and forth because at that moment, it's just a debate. Excuse me, it's just a preliminary. So I offered the same thing to this guy, but he chose not to do it. And so I said, okay, since you don't want to come on the show, my audience don't know you or may not remember you. So I'll play a video to make sure that they can remember you. So I want to get this out the way first. Of course, the phone lines are wide open, 917-779-9499. If you want to call in, if you got a question or comment. And also, if you want to come into the live stream yourself, the YouTube link or the StreamYard link, rather, is in the chat. You click it and you could join. So now, before we get into Tasha K and Erykah Badu being an old 304, Erykah Badu too old to be talking about she ain't got time. She needed to just come hit it and quit it. I'm sorry. She should not be saying that. That is a old 304. You gonna say something?
Don't you gotta warm it up? Like
yeah. He said, yeah. Yeah, he said, don't you gotta warm it up? He just called her a car. He just called her a Pinto. Man, I started thinking about all of the men she done been with. My God, that's mileage. He called her a Pinto. Asher. It's funny I say Asher because Jenna Muhammad say Asher, even though they both technically the same. Asher, Ashard, either one. But it's funny. Asher on record has called Erykah Badu a Pinto. They got to get warmed up. All right, so now we're gonna get into the Jewish guy. Come on, play. You got the minute marker? Yeah, play it. Okay. So now I'm gonna introduce y'all so y'all can know who we're talking about.
Before we begin, that's Yak with the braids. You see how fly
Yak with the braids definitely in the house. Listen, I used to have some fly braids, man. Shout out to the sister that used to braid my hair. You know what I mean? Go ahead, play it.
Let me introduce another brother. Hey, Larry, let me bring on this brother.
Oh, man, I'm promoting my cookout. That's why.
Brother, what I would like for you to do is introduce yourself to the people. Let them know what you stand for and what you represent, my brother.
Shalom Aleichem. My name is Ariel Yaniv Haor. I'm from the city of Jerusalem. I've been in New York since February. It's a wonderful place. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to the Talmid Chacham that through the study of Torah and through all of the works of our elders and sages keep the state and the people of Israel lifted up. I want to give a shout out to all of my friends that serve in the IDF. Okay, and I want to give a shout out to
that's just introducing them. Go to 5415. I think I have him in front of me. So now this is the guy. So now this guy is famous. So I'm gonna play a couple of the clips from it, but this guy's famous. And then now what I need y'all, my cross the line audience, and even on Clubhouse, I need y'all to tell me if this is a debate that I should have, or this is a debate that I should not have. That's the whole point of playing these clips that we're gonna play. You wanna say something?
Yeah, where's his master? Where's Rosenberg?
I don't know. I guess they just sent him. You know, listen, white people like black on black violence, something terrible. There's Kanye West shared on his Instagram, which if I could sidebar, Kanye West winning. I don't care what nobody say. Kanye West, matter of fact, I want to play that clip too. We're gonna play this clip where they asked Kanye about let me see if I got it on my Instagram. I'll send it to you. I believe I have it on my Instagram. Where Kanye, did I share that? No, I don't think I think I shared it on. I thought I had it on my Instagram, but I don't. But I'll find it. But they asked Kanye, how did he feel about, or did he regret those remarks? And Kanye dropped it heavy.
He's at the airport, right?
Right, when he was at the airport. So I'm gonna see if I can find that that clip. I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube. So now you got the minute marker?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
That we not supposed to do.
So now let me ask you, are you coming from the tradition of the European so-called Jews? That's what I want to ask you. So don't say, oh, what ain't no different. I'm saying, are you coming from their family tree?
No, sir. My family tree comes from Teman, or what's called Yemen.
Okay. So do you see the European Jews as your brother?
I just said if you have a Jewish mother and if you have a circumcision and if you follow the laws of,
you got to pay attention, because when Jewish people like him talk, they talk real fast. Bring it back like 4 seconds. He gonna ask him about the Jewish people and how you be a Jewish person. Yeah, play it,
brother.
I just said if you have a Jewish mother and if you have a circumcision and if you follow the laws of Moshe Rabbeinu, then you are my brother. Without question. It's not about color, it's about the law. And if we even go into color, let's take it this far.
He just body bagged himself.
Yeah, he said it's not about color.
It's about the law.
You want to play it again? Yeah, play it again.
If you have a Jewish mother and if you have a circumcision and if you follow the laws of Moshe Rabbeinu, then you are my brother. Without question. It's not about color, it's about the law. And if we even go into color, let's take it this far.
And what's heavy is Saab played that bell after he said it's not about color, it's about the law. So if it's not about color and it's about the law, in the Bible, in the Torah, right? When you think about the Jewish man saying that, and that's how you know Judaism or being Jewish has nothing to do with the Bible. And I think that's extremely important for people to understand. When they say they're Jewish, they're not speaking from a biblical lens. Because if it was about from your mother, then where's the tribe of Dinah? Because Dinah was one of the daughters of Jacob. Where's her tribe? Why are all the 12 tribes of Jacob after sons? We got, these are questions that you have to ask. They get mad at us when we say, when we go to like Numbers, I believe it's either Numbers 1:18 or Numbers 18:1. Just give me 1 second. I'm just going to read it. I believe it's Numbers 1:18. If I could. Okay. It says, this is Numbers 1:18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month and declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers. That's all you ever hear. House of David, the house of their fathers, the house of Israel. Israel is a man. David is a man. All the 12 tribes are men that you descend from. So him saying it's not about color, it's by the law. He's correct with the statement, but where he erred at is saying that it's through the mother. Keep headshot.
King David had several.
One second, and just for the record, if he was to come in this room, because I invited him, I said he can come into this room, he can come in through the live stream. He said he in Israel, so it's like 6 o'clock his time in the morning. He should be up doing something, so he can come in. It ain't no big deal. Go ahead. Anybody want to come on stage? Of course, on Clubhouse, you could just raise your hand and you could definitely come on stage.
Those wives bore him several children. Our patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, they all had several wives which bore them several children. If Does the melanin content bring about the practice of their household, or does the practice of their household stay regardless as to what shade of melanin these children have? And also, let us not forget that there were 2 major exiles out of Eretz Israel. And by the way, Israel is in Africa, for those of us that may not know. It's been on.
If I may, what he said there was heavy, right?
About the practice of their household, or does the practice of their household stay regardless as to what shade of melanin these children have?
Because it said, the scripture said that Israel is like a speckled bird.
Right.
So
Jeremiah 12 and 9.
If we all were, well, let's just say one shade of melanin, right? The practice of our household was always to be kept. But since we didn't keep the practice of our household, our men were sleeping with heathen women.
Right.
Heathen women. And eventually, after repenting and sinning again, the color of our melanin changed, even though today we're still keeping those same practices in our household. Absolutely.
And just for teaching purposes, there ain't a scripture in the Bible that says if you're super black or super light, that you're Israelite. There's not one. If you could show me in the scripture where that's a criteria for being an Israelite. Now, of course, we always bring out color scriptures. That's because when they're describing who Christ was, they have a white image, so we have to show a black image. When they're describing who the Jews are, you have this picture in your head of these so-called, of these white people, and it just doesn't match what was described of the Israelites in the Bible. So although you can be super duper light or super dark, neither one makes you an Israelite. Otherwise, and that's something that plagues black people, even from a quote unquote conscious perspective. They always say to my melanated people, but they don't consider Arabs their people. They don't consider East Indians their people. They don't consider Hawaiians their people. Those are different people. What do they have in common with the Africans that they think they are their people? They all have melanin. So we have to stop dumbing down our ethnicity to a skin tone. Our skin complexion has nothing to do with our ethnicity. Keep playing it.
And also, let us not forget that there were 2 major exiles out of Eretz Israel. And by the way, Israel is in Africa, for those of us that may not know. It's been on Africa's tectonic plate. It hasn't moved anywhere. So with those 2 exiles, one going into Babylon and one also going into, one also being brought upon us by the hand of the...
Even with that, right? Even though that statement is not true, because the overall majority of the biblical nation of Israel, the landmass, is not on the tectonic plate of Africa.
Yeah, if when people bring up, I don't always bring this up, right? But if they go with tectonic plates, right? The tectonic plate of Israel, according to science, right? It's on as part of the Middle East, Israel is in a thorny position embedded between the 4 major tectonic plates: the Nubia, Sinai, Arabia, and Anatolia. So if you go tectonic plates, Israel sits according to their science, because remember, he brought up tectonic plates. What are you looking at, right? Go up to the top. All the way up to the top. What did you? No, go back. Did you search tectonic plates? I'm
searching the tectonic plates of Israel.
Okay, wait, stop right there. Because like what I have on mine, AI kind of generates. But yours just says the Arabian plate and the African plate. So even that is 2 tectonic plates. The AI or ResearchGate, if I was to be technical, where they got it from, is just 4. Don't do that yet. Just leave right there for a second, because they can see this, right?
No, they're not seeing it.
Oh shit. Okay, all right. Then go to the images too. My bad. So now click that right there. That first, that one. Click that one. So see how it has those plates? Just waiting for it to load. Will it make it bigger? Okay. So when they try to say that Israel is in Africa and you can, oh, okay, there you go. So now share the screen so they can see. Wait, no, that's fine. So when they say Israel is on the African tectonic plate, Scientifically, that's just incorrect. Just say that it's in Africa. Nobody cares if you say it's on the continent of Africa. And here's why. When you take 2024, we have a mapping system. In the 1800s, they had a mapping system. In the 1600s, in the 1200s, in 1000 BC, they had a mapping system. Every time they have that mapping system, it's always going to give something different because it's just named by different people. We don't care about land mass at all. Land mass has nothing to do with ethnicity either. This is Psalms 49:11. It says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. North America, for example, when they first came over here to North America, you had the 13 colonies. The rest was the Native Indians' land. So if you go back when the 13 colonies was there, and then you look at the rest of it, that's not the United States. And then over time, as they conquer land and rename land, it gets a new name. So Israel being on African soil, if you want to say it's in the continent of Africa, if you want to say it's the tectonic plate, still does not make them African.
And if we went by his logic of being on a tectonic plate, then the overall majority of people that were native to Africa, that landmass, were dark-skinned people.
Mm-hmm.
So that would make the land of Israel, which is part of the tectonic plate that he's saying it is, would also be dark-skinned people.
And they would eliminate his Jewish fathers.
Correct.
Smart guy. You smart.
I went to school. ISUPK.
You went to school. That's what's up. All right, go ahead.
So with those two exiles, one going into Babylon and one also going into one also being brought upon us by the hand of the Romans, we're people of the diaspora. So when you come back to your ancestral homeland, everybody's going to look different. It's something that happens. And the fact is, whether or not you're blue, black, crunchy black, or you're light, bright, and close to white, makes no never mind to us.
Okay, so let me get this, and I'm gonna pass it on to you. So I think this is in the book of Revelations. Okay. I'm not sure, but
pause that. Go jump to
58:12.
58:12. Oh, you smart. Okay, I forgot you went to school. You became my bad. Salaki.
Ready?
Yep, born.
Come Christian, and the rest is literally history.
Now remember, bring it back a little bit. So remember, he said you a Jew based on your mother. He did all that talking. Go back a couple seconds. Go back some, because I think at one part he says, "Ask me to chime in if I want to."
That you're going to sacrifice in place of your son. So what that tells us, point blank and period, is that God.
You can skip up. Brothers, are you all right, brother? All right, that's good. Let it play.
Come Christian, and the rest is literally history.
You finished?
Yes, sir.
You done?
Yes, sir.
This lunatic said, "We come from the seed of your mama." That's idiotic.
I never
Even you
pause it. I call everybody idiotic. I was told that that's kind of like emotion or something like that. I just call him idiotic, and I did it just so smooth. This lunatic said that you are the seed of your mother. That's idiotic. Now bring it back to 5 to 15, from 20 to 15, because that's important. Because watch what he does. Now everybody heard him say, "You are a Jew according to your mother." Play it.
Sir.
You done?
Yes, sir.
This lunatic said, "We come from the seed of your mama." That's idiotic.
I never.
Even you said if you are from the seed, if you come from your mother, you are a Jew. That's what you said. It's on the camera. You said that.
His face.
Look at defeated already. Bring him back. Look at his face. Like, damn, I did. He ready to battle, but he don't even know.
That's what you said. It's on the camera. You said that. You said,
Damn.
if you come from your mother, you're a Jew. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. I did.
Okay, so what's your
Did he say? No, wait. Sa said. You remember saying it? Yes, sir, I did. But he said he didn't say it. Bring it back a little bit, play it.
This lunatic said, we come from the seed of your mama. That's idiotic.
I never
Even you said
That is
said if you are from the seed, if you come from your mother, you are a Jew. That's what you said. It's on the camera. You said that. You said if you come from your mother, you're a Jew. Yes or no?
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay, so what's your problem? Like I say 5 words, the emotional man won't talk. I was quiet so much, he said chime in anytime you want. I gave you the respect of the floor. You should give me the respect of the floor. If we're having dialogue here, right? The water, I appreciate it. Or Toda, I appreciate it.
That was the
If we're having dialogue here, right? The water, I appreciate it. Or Toda, I appreciate it.
Pause it. I don't talk that Jewish gibberish. I don't but I was being facetious when I said or Toda. Go ahead, you keep going. You can keep going.
Anyway, this lunatic said that we come from
Damn. I go right back to it. I go right back to it. And let me tell y'all something. Now, this is a prime example. What y'all call yak with the braids, and y'all say when I cut my hair off, I got different. I'm doing that because I'm in front of them. It's a different energy. It's a different vibe. When you can talk to somebody reckless and like anybody, listen, anybody can pick up a mic. You know how many tough people are on a mic, on an app? Yeah, listen, back in the day when I used to be a big Xbox player when I was like back in like 2008, 7 or something like that. I used to be I used to be a big Xbox player. And when you get on Xbox Live, back then, they used to talk to you any old kind of way they wanted to talk to you. The little white kids calling you the N-word, calling you all type of B's, and I'll whoop you and stuff like that. So I became immune to trash talking online a long time ago. Because when I was younger, I used to get in there. And then I said to myself, okay, I'm sitting in my living room yelling at somebody. I don't know where they are. So why am I going to do that? So in debates, if it's an in-person debate, the energy is different. I'll give another example. When I battled Malik Zulu Shabazz, remember I played him? He tried to come grab my mic. I said, oh, no, now you're trying to grab my mic. It's a different energy when it's in person. When it's online and stuff, you know, everybody tough, everybody gangster. Like Mike Tyson said, everybody got a plan till they get hit. Everybody got strategy. And every person that's talked trash to me on the app, when I see him in person, the energy is not the same. It's never been the same. All right, let's get back. So now I call him a lunatic, then I come right back and call him another lunatic. I thought it was fire, me, myself, personally.
Toda, I appreciate it. Anyway, this lunatic said that we come from the seed of your mama. That's idiotic. Even when you go into the story of Exodus, they wasn't trying to kill the women. They was trying to kill the sons because the man carries the seed. Everything about the Bible is patriarchal. That's why he named the patriarchs, because everything is from the man to the man to the man to the man. David having many wives and having children, his sons will carry his name. The daughters don't carry the name. When they get married off to another man, they carry his name. That's why in the book of Numbers, when when the tribe of Dan, because that certain family, I forget which chapter in Numbers is, but I could pull it any time. When they didn't have any sons, they didn't want their daughters to lose the inheritance because of that, because they knew they would. So they made it so that they kept it. You are the seed of your father. So if your father is an Israelite, you are an Israelite. It has nothing to do with the mama. That's first.
Go to, wait a minute, let me see. Go to 59. Oh, it's going to go right into it. I think it's going to go right into it. Go ahead.
He brought up the New Testament, the Old Testament, why you would need something new or old. One simple yes or no question. Are you Torah only or Torah and Tanakh? That's to you. Are you
and Tanakh without question?
When you go to Jeremiah 31, we broke the covenant back in Jeremiah. The Lord said, Jeremiah 31 and 31. We broke that covenant. So when you're saying, why would we have to have a new covenant? Because the Lord said we broke the old covenant. So if the Lord, that's in the Old Testament.
That's for all you Israelites that swear we ain't in the New Testament. Listen, man, I would smack fire out of you. Anybody that, when I'm saying smack fire, of course, to my nice, humble Israelites, I'm not talking about violence. I'm only talking about debates. But if you with the violence, I'm with the violence. But it just got to be in person. It just can't. I don't bang online. You're not gonna come in the room and see me personally banging. You might come in the room and hear me saying the white man is the devil. They gonna kiss the boot. You might see me say we gonna have slaves in the kingdom, and you're gonna hear me extremely spirited. But you're not gonna hear me argue back and forth over nothing personal. But when you say we're not in the New Testament, that just makes absolutely no sense. Unless we're in exile. Maybe we're in exile. Maybe that's what America is. America's exile. Yeah. We are in the diaspora, but maybe we're in exile. You keep playing it. I think I messed up the minute mark for the one of these minute marks, but you can keep playing it.
It says that we broke the old covenant, then of course a new covenant is coming. This is very, very simple. Saying that the white man is a Jew should be a death penalty offense. Straight up and down. Because we have a heritage that only belongs to us. He did say one smart thing. He said, whether you jet black, I may not be saying exactly as you said it, whether you jet black or pale white is of no concern to me at all. Because if your father is an Israelite, we come in many different, I'm light-skinned. It just happened the sun is out, give me a little color for the summer, but normally I get a little light. I'm light-skinned, brother. You know what I mean? I got a twin sister that's lighter than me, but my daddy black. So you are the seed of your father. So we're all Israelites. This ain't no color thing. When we talk about black and white, that's the byword that was put on us. That's not what we call ourselves. Color don't mean shit to me. Color means something in America. Like if you go overseas, it may not matter as much as opposed to who you are. But over here in America, that's why you have
like fast forward something. I just want to get to
white man to just have an issue with me just because we have a difference in ideologies. We got to be bigger than that. Now, as far as the synagogue of Satan that you brought up, that is the goddamn white man. That thing he said that you got to do when you wake up in the morning.
That's the word I was talking about. We're not supposed to say that word. If he was a Hebrew, he would know that.
What word? Goddamn white man?
What word is the first word?
Synagogue?
No.
Son of Satan?
No.
What word? Say it.
Blank damn. You're not supposed to say that.
He said goddamn.
Say that.
Number one, God ain't his name.
He had you playing hangman.
Yeah.
Can't figure out what the word was.
God.
I'll take a ball for 200.
Play it.
God just means power, authority, angel, message. Yahshua Allah is the son of the power. The Allah is God. So saying God damn is not the Most High's name. His name is Yahweh.
I didn't say
in your face, sucker.
that
Period.
Name. I just
Well, there ain't no scripture that says that we can't say that either. Now, when you follow that white shit that you follow that got you waking up and probably doing whatever rituals they got you doing, did you get your penis sucked too?
Damn. Yo, it's about to get wild. Now, again, that's what I'm saying. I'll do this all day in person. I am insane in real life. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm insane in real life. Wait, bring it back a little.
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay, play it again.
That says that we can't say that either. Now, when you follow that white shit that you follow that got you waking up and probably doing whatever rituals they got you doing, did you get your penis sucked too? Because that's what they believe in too, coming into the rabbi, coming into your house on a...
You see his face?
Hold on.
Look at his face real quick. Ready? Ready? Here we go.
All right.
That got you waking up and probably doing whatever rituals they got you doing. Did you get your penis sucked too? Because that's what they believe in too. Come
Look at his face.
Damn. Go ahead. Play it some more. Go ahead, play it.
On whatever rituals they got you doing. Did you get your penis sucked too? Because that's what they believe in too. Coming into the rabbi, coming into your house on a whatever, coming on whatever day.
Let's pause for the cause.
1 second. If I'm done, when I'm done, you can have it. That's a straight up question. The Jewish rabbis suck on babies' penises.
Remember what I told you when you asked me that? I told you that common sense was not common. What type of sense does it make? Because you asked me, you said, do they come to you and do they rip off your foreskin with their teeth? And what I told you that common sense was not common. And
No sweat.
No.
That's not answering the question.
But you
The Jewish rabbi, the Jewish rabbi got found out for giving herpes to little boys because they was coming in. You want me to listen to him?
No, I'm talking.
Yeah, that's it right there. Share the screen. Show it. Oh, you got it ready? Yeah, put it on the screen. Oh, it's on the screen now. Oh yeah, that's what they look at him. Effeminizing that little white boy. That's why when you look at them Jewish people, they all look so goddamn effeminate.
And it says why ultra orthodox Jewish babies keep
getting herpes. Damn. Herpes? You giving babies herpes. And these is who the people he love, he serve. He letting them teach him. This who want to debate me about which one is better. Keep playing.
The Jewish rabbis was giving them little boys. How could you transmit herpes? You're supposed to be Jew. You're supposed to be set apart. What is he even doing with a sexually transmitted disease as a priest and prophet of the Most High, according to their doctrine?
Is that true?
They suck on penises.
Do they do that?
Did he transmit herpes to that boy?
Do they blow suck on the penis?
They do not.
They call it a moyo.
They do not.
They put oil on the penis and nibble off that crap. Yes, they do.
How many Brit Milads have you been to?
I could pull it up I could pull it up in the news.
How many? No, I'm asking.
I'm gonna give you the mic. Let me show you something, brother. See, what's your name, brother?
My name is Ariel Yaniv Haor.
I want you to spell that so I won't get it wrong when I put it on the tape. Spell it.
Problem. ARIEL YANIV HA-OR. The H is capital, O is capital.
Okay, brother.
PAYNE. PAYNE.
All right, see, brother, it may seem easy on Facebook or it may seem easy on YouTube, but when you actually get here and really have a conversation, you realize it's not that easy as it looked.
He knew he effed up.
And that'd be my point. Like, people be on that Clubhouse app, they be online, even like YouTube. Like, you could do debates and stuff like that on YouTube, but when you get in face to face, there ain't nothing better, nothing on the face of the planet than camp. That's just real talk. Like even me sitting in this park, that's camp to me. Me doing when I debated Polite, that was camp. When I was wild as hell with that. We got to pull up. I'm gonna see if I can find a video where I told Polite's when I said you should keep your mouth shut. Like, all of that is in the face, because when you in person, it's it's like a different type of energy. And that's where I would say, when you say separate the men from the boys, because in that environment, you have to deal with so much. And a lot of it probably comes from I love battle rap. I just love it. And so you have to be extremely aggressive, but you also have to be intelligent. And I thank the Most High for the intelligence that he gave me to be able to talk my trash, but then also be smart enough to destroy cats just like this. And he's learning that lesson. And that's why Sidnetta asked for his name. And he don't even realize Sidnetta playing him asking for the name. He asking for the name, and then right after that, he said, it's different when you in person. Be careful what you ask for. And he learning. Take me back to it.
Come on, sir. Here you go.
Brother.
I mean, the monk of ignorance is not easy to walk through in the first place. And all of these things that he confesses that he knows about Jews, I highly, highly doubt, not even knowing this brother from Adam Rishon, that he's never met a Jew a day in his life and had a sit-down conversation about what he perceived.
He be throwing these names around like they're important people.
Yeah, they're not important.
To be the truth and what this Jew actually practices. But to answer his question, do the rabbis suck the penises? No, they don't suck the penises. Hold on.
He's about to explain the penis sucking.
Yeah, he about to give y'all detail to what the Jewish rabbi does to them little boys. Yeah.
Hold on. Harry Rosenberg. That's my teacher. That's a teacher of mine. He said what they do is they remove the blood from the wound, which is on the penis. There's a difference between sucking a penis and removing blood from a wound that is on the penis.
So they're using their mouth to suck away the blood from the penis. So they're sucking on the penis to remove the blood.
Using your mouth to suck the blood from the penis is crazy. I'm sorry. Yeah.
You know,
imagine telling your rib, yeah, I just want you to remove this from my penis with your mouth. She's not thinking this is holistic. This ain't holy. This is something else. Play that part again. Play that part again. This is what he said. And for the record, he has stood on this to this day. To this day, he said that he would get that practice. His kids would get that practice. All of that. Play it.
They do what they do. What? Hold on. Harry Rosenberg. That's my teacher. That's a teacher of mine. He said what they do is they remove the blood from the wound, which is on the penis. There's a difference between sucking a penis and removing blood from a wound that is on the penis. Let's be civil. They do it. They do it with their mouth and they spit the blood out. I've seen it done.
Doesn't the law say not to drink the blood or taste the blood?
Yeah, yo, I just don't know. Every time I watch this video, I just don't understand how he think you can take anything off with the mouth that doesn't require sucking. If you drink water, you're sucking down water. I don't want to get too, adult X-rated, but I don't know nothing that you do with your mouth. Like if you're just doing, like he didn't say they take a rag, they tap it with like a towel or something like that. He said they get the blood up with the mouth. Is the tongue licking the blood? I mean, what type of sloppy? Like what?
The rabbi knows he's having a herpes outbreak at that moment.
Right.
He's still going to
They're still doing it. And they giving these kids herpes. How do you get the blood up without putting your lips on something, your tongue on something? That is extremely, extremely molestic. I just made up that word, but that's a real word. We're gonna put that word. We're gonna put that word in the dictionary. That's extremely molestic and pedophilic.
Hit us up, Merriam-Webster.
That's right, Merriam-Webster. I just gave y'all 2 new words: molestic and pedophilic.
Oh man.
What they do is they remove the blood from the wound, which is on the penis. There's a difference between sucking a penis and removing blood from a wound that is on the penis. Let's be civil. They do it. They do it with their mouth and they spit the blood out. I've seen it done.
So now they do it with the mouth and spit the blood out. I know a certain
blood get in the mouth.
Yeah, I know a certain species that might do it with their mouth and spit it out. And that's the only species that should be doing anything to a grown man, but not to a child. Nobody should be doing sucking something up and spitting it out with their mouth unless they're a certain gender to a certain gender. That's facts. Oh, I think I got a little bit more we're gonna play.
Let's be civil. They do it. They do it with their mouth and they spit the blood out. I've seen it done dozens of times.
I just picked up. He said he's seen it done. Now, either he's lying, or he's a part of the pedophilic behavior.
The molestic culture.
The molestic culture, the pedophilic behavior. He's a part of that. He said, I've seen it done. Keep going.
But they do it with their mouth and they spit the blood out. I've seen it done dozens of times.
But you just said no, they don't.
You see Sinetta say that, but you just said no, they don't. Yeah, to see Sinetta face. You just said no, they don't, man. This the guy that want to debate me. Now, remember, at the end of this, y'all got to tell me if it's worth debating him. That's what I need my Cross the Line Radio people to tell me.
The content may be good.
Mm-hmm.
But
and I see I got Glenn up on the stage. Glenn, I'll let you on mic and ask a question in a second as soon as we finish playing this video. Did you come up here to ask the question? That's the
Shalom, Mark. Yes, sir.
All right, no sweat. As soon as we finish this, I'll come to you with your question, all right?
All right, All
right, no sweat. Give me back. And we ain't got no phone calls yet, right?
No, sir.
All right, no sweat. Go ahead, play it.
What you all are trying to give it based upon your language is you're trying to give it some sort of gross sexual connotation. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing.
You wouldn't be getting herpes if it wasn't some sexual deviancy, nastiness going on amongst the priests that you respect. You respect them. I don't respect white people. Period. You do.
Bring that part back.
Nastiness going on amongst the priests that you respect. You respect them. I don't respect white people. Period. You do, and they give babies herpes. So you're gonna give your son, God forbid, I pray you never give your son to no white man and do that procedure. So because your son may be in danger. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, and he's seducing you.
And I pray that you don't pass on your logic to your son, because he's definitely gonna be in danger.
Have it there.
He's so hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt. Yeah, he's hurt. Those are the only timestamps I had. I ain't had no more timestamps after that.
The whole show could be on this.
Yeah. If y'all got some timestamps, I think somebody said go to 1:16:40. Let's see what that says. Go to 1:16:40. And if anybody else got a timestamp, if y'all don't have no more timestamps after we get this one, then I'll take the brother's question on Clubhouse. Y'all let me know in the chat. I need a 5 if you want the debate, a 10 if you don't want the debate. Oh, no. I'll do you one better. I'm going to put a poll. I'm going to create a poll and see if we do it that way, all right? Go to 1. The cat said go to 1. Hold on. 1:16:40. Mm-hmm.
White woman.
Named
Ruth.
And what was Ruth?
I just said she was Israelite.
How did she become one?
She did not become one. She was born one.
How was she born one?
Just like everybody, just like Boaz living in Moab was an Israelite, is the same way Ruth was an Israelite. That story about Ruth ain't special because she was not an Israelite. The story about Ruth was special, number one, because who her grandson became, and number two, because her and Naomi came out of the land of Moab into Israel to get their inheritance, and Boaz fought for that. That's why in Ruth, the 2nd chapter, it calls her the Israelite Tish woman, the ISH on the end, the Moabite Tish woman, MOABITISH. Just like we say.
I need to know what we're supposed to be getting out of here, because in the comments, he said the 1:16, you can see why he cool with all the pedophilic behavior, but I didn't see that. Unless he just talk about his face. Okay. All right. So before I go into the next subject, so again, I got a poll up on the on my channel. So yeah, it's a vote yes if you want the debate, no if you don't want the debate. We'll see what happens by the end of the show. Glenn on Clubhouse. What's going on, brother? You got a question or comment?
Hey, shalom.
Hey, shalom.
All praise to the Most High, the God of Israel.
That's right.
Y'all seen this when it first came out, man. You had me in tears. I swear to God, my man is just. I mean, he contradicted himself so much. He might as well just stay the Christian the way he was up there talking.
Right.
For real. He talked real feminine too.
Yeah.
But the question I wanted to ask is, I came in late. I didn't know this was coming on today.
Okay.
He trying to debate again or something?
Yeah. So he initially wanted to debate on is ISUBK good or bad for black people. I told him that's not really a good subject, because then it just puts us on the defense. I don't have nothing to attack. So we ended up coming up with Jewish culture versus, if you want to say ISUBK or our culture, which one is better for black people. And I think that's what we said it would. So now it was just coming up with a date and a time for it.
Just another win for you, huh? You trying to do like Floyd.
Well, I'm going to tell you. Okay, so now this guy, like, I kind of wiped the floor with him. So I can't say that I'm really turned up to debate him, which is why I'm doing a poll for it. Like there's sometimes you'll get an opponent that asks you for a debate. It's like, okay, no question, I'll just debate him. Like when I did Malik Zulu Shabazz, that was no question. When I did Shaka, no question. Chris Harris, no question. But this cat, I just want to see if the people would want to see that. And if the people want to see it, then I'll take some time and then I'll go ahead and do it, because people don't realize when you do debates, it requires you to do like I debated this cat that said he was the Holy Spirit, but I only did that as a favor for Sinetta. I think I owed Sinetta a debate because I didn't want to debate the dude with some dude believed in the some Bible that I never heard of, and I didn't want to debate him.
Osby.
Yeah, the Owaspi, but right. So
yeah,
he wanted me to debate that, and I didn't want to do it. So I told him I owe him. So I owe you a debate. But from all intents and purposes, if it's not beneficial, I don't really want to do it. So that's why I'm asking the people about it.
Yeah, I remember that with the Holy Spirit. I came on there then. My man was tap dancing. Hey, bro, have you ever debated SETI?
No, the closest I came to debating SETI was we had a conversation. I'll actually see if I could play some of it for you. We had a conversation about the woman is God. And SETI told me he would never debate me because I'm crazy. That's his words. Sinetta called me. We got SETI on the phone, and he said, I'm not debating you because you're crazy. His exact words.
Just scared of the truth. That's all that is.
Yeah, and I would have debated him.
From Detroit. He funny. I listen to him.
I like SETI. Listen, I like SETI. He got to get off that cocaine, but I like SETI. SETI's a funny dude. Yeah, SETI's a funny dude. I like SETI though. You know what I'm saying? Did you have anything else?
Hey, that's it. I ain't taking it up. I appreciate you bringing
me up.
You can
stay. Yeah, you can stay on the stage if you want. We just got a phone call. So if there's if you want to ask anything else, just unmic and say Salaki or something like that. We'll bring you on. All right. All right, no sweat. You can bring the call on. Yeah, SETI got to get off that cocaine. You know, SETI said you could do cocaine as long as you stay physically fit. That two just don't match together.
404-966. You're on the air. State your name and where you calling from.
Yeah, how about you, brother? Young man Paul.
Hey, what's going on, young man Paul from Decatur? What's up? You got a question or comment?
Con. I have a question, if I may, about Matthew chapter 4.
Okay, good.
Con, I was trying to see with that is when it gets to verse 5 and 8, is that a physical or a literal thing, or is that a symbolic?
All of this is in his mind. None of this. So like when you start at verse 1, when it says then Jesus was led up of the Spirit, which lets you know it's in his mind. This is not physical to be tempted. So everything that he's going through is what you go through every day. Every day in your life, you get tempted to sin. But your whole life is a battle. Like when we say, we got a phrase in UPK called life is war. So as he's battling, as he's doing the fasting for 40 days and 40 nights, it says the tempter came. I'm reading verse 3. When the tempter came to him and said, if thou be the Son of God, command these stones to make bread. Christ battled him with the scriptures, but he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live but by bread alone. Not by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. And that's your life. As you go through your life and you get tempted, we can all know that our King, Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, also got tempted. And how did he battle him? He battled him with the scriptures. So when it goes to your question about being taken up, it says when the devil taken him up unto the holy city and setteth him in the pinnacle of the temple, that's not a literal, because the holy city wasn't here. You see, I was saying holy city in verse 5, right? Yeah, there is no holy city at that time. Jerusalem is just under Roman rule. After it was just under Greek rule. So it said, it setteth him in the pinnacle and saith unto him, if thou be the Son of God, cast thyself down, for it is written, he shall give angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands shall bear thee up. So now what did he do? It is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. So all of that is just temptation that we go through every day. Every day. You understand?
Con, the water.
I ain't about no sweat. You had any other questions?
La, sir, the water.
I ain't no sweat. Shalom. You have some shabbat.
818-308. You're on the air. State your name and where you're calling from.
Shalom, Lord in Christ.
Hey, shalom.
Trooper Halak, Bania Shakar, Bania Sharala, checking in, tuning in from North Hollywood, California, sir.
God, you got a question or comment?
La, sir, just wanted to let you know, doing a great, excellent job, sir. And everyone that you battle, sir, pretty much you annihilate them, 187. And I remember watching this one. This was a long time ago that I seen this one. I was just I was laughing the whole time, Cap.
Yeah, kind of.
Time he opened his mouth, it was just I felt bad for the brother, you know, that he's in that school. I really did.
Yeah. I felt bad for him too, but not in that battle though. I felt bad for him. Yo, what's funny is, so when he came on Clubhouse, I remember when he first came on Clubhouse, and we all in the Israelite room, and we chilling in the room and everything like that. And I'm good. I might forget a face. No, I don't forget faces, but I can remember voices, especially like if I battle. So I'm listening to the voice, and I'm hearing him talk, and he's pushing that Talmud and stuff like that. I said, "Hey man, what's your name?" And he didn't want to say the name at first. I said, "Hey, you the brother I was at? What you the brother I was in the park with Sinetta?" Yeah, that was me. And so from there, I took a screenshot of that battle, made it my face PTR, and then I put the link to the video. So ever since then, he's been trying to get vengeance. Ever since then, like people tell him he shouldn't even come outside after he got his ass whooped on the park. So he's never. So for him, it's almost like he want to get vengeance against me because that video is public. I think it got like 70-some thousand views or something like that. So everybody has seen it. So, you know, maybe this is his way of getting back or something. I don't know.
He couldn't go back home after that.
Yeah, he couldn't go back home to Detroit. He couldn't go back home, I guess. Was there anything else? Because we got a couple of callers in here.
No, it's that's pretty much it, sir. But just to let everyone know as well, none of these people are gonna step up, scholars or anything, because we already know Cap's gonna 187 them.
Get shot.
All right.
Shalom, sir. Lord in Christ. Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai Barakatah.
Yahweh Shabbat. All right.
318-451. You're on the air. State your name where you calling from.
I'm from Louisiana.
What's
How you doing, Cap?
Hey, what's going on, brother? You got a question or comment?
I just got to comment. Eat. Man, you play hours, you eat them good meals, man. Steak, lamb, goat, you eat good.
What you mean by that? What?
I'm talking about them battles. You be eating good. I'm talking about good meals. That baby got me watching. That good meal today, man. He eating good.
That lamb, hey, listen, that lamb be slaughtered real good, real nice. That steak be cut just right, cooked the right way. I like my steak medium well, and that steak be good. I tear that joint up all the time.
And the cold part about it to me is they really think that the information they got coming from Esau is really the truth. Man, the Most High sent his prophet out to bust all that up.
Most High in Christ, and that's because like even black people that follow Israelites, or black people that are Christians, their belief is usually based on European foundation. So even if they follow just the Old Testament, they follow from a European-centric view predominantly. If they are Christian, they follow from a European-centric view predominantly. And so that's what we have to destroy. And our love affair over white knowledge and white acceptance is why when we come outside, we be the ones that they say you can't know nothing. It's impossible for you to know nothing because you just yelling on the street corner. But the cat that's in the church or the cat that has the small hat, he has to be the intelligent one because of the way he presents himself. So that's why we win time and time and time again, because Christ said the kingdom of heaven is given to the poor, not the rich. Our kingdom, another thing that plagues black people, we believe that our kingdom gets established from the top, where most races know that their kingdom gets established from the bottom. Like when the East Indians come over here, they don't think I want to be the greatest rapper, greatest basketball player. They go into schools and college and learn and go from the ground up. We want the rich to care for us, but we don't even realize the way the rich got rich is by not caring for us. So after they get their money, after they get their wealth, you think they're going to share it with you? Now imagine that brother that got it up in the mud with you, that started from the bottom. Now we're here like Drake, like how we do in the Israelite school of UPK. We are brothers. I always am reminded of when this school was I don't want to say founded, but when I got to this school and then seeing where this school is at now, I feel like I built it. Now I wasn't here, it was already here. I'm just talking about being able to be here when it was and then seeing what it is now. Like to build something means something. And you want to be able to pass that down to generation to generation to generation like that.
Here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what still puzzles me. The white man has terrorized us besides all other people on the planet. Anytime he get mad, he take it out on us. I'm still puzzled. How can y'all trust this man information? How can y'all just trust this man, period? I don't trust nothing that them people be talking about. Even on the job, I just look at them and be like, okay, yeah, all right, let me move around.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just that stuff still puzzles me. How can you trust these people and they showing you to your face? They ain't hiding no more.
He tells the truth on himself sometimes.
Well, first, the reason why we trust them is because of our condition. So in Lamentations, I want to read this scripture. Is it 4? This Lamentations 4:17, it says, as for us, our eyes have yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have waited for a nation that could not save us. Like that's where, I'm sorry, let me start at 16. It says the anger of the Lord have divided them. That's where we got to start at first. We don't have the option, like what blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel, we don't have the option to not obey the Most High. We don't have that. You ever heard that term free will?
Yeah, I don't believe. I think the white man implanted it in Negro's head. I don't believe that.
But you've heard the term, no, free will, right?
Yeah, I heard that.
Free will don't make no damn sense, because in order for something to be free, that means you get something without any consequence. That's what it means to be free. If I give somebody a free $100, when I give him that $100, he has no worry or concern about me coming to him to get it back because I gave it to him for free. But if I say I'm gonna give you this $100, but you have to pay me back, now he has something. When you read Deuteronomy 30:19, it says, I call heaven and earth to record this day against you. This is to the children of Israel. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before thee life and death. That's what God set before black people. We believe that we have free will. We believe that we have a choice. If you want the answers to why we getting, well, I'm saying you, not you, of course, but if we want the answers to why we're destroyed, why we believe the white man so much, is because we chose death. That's why. It says blessings and cursings, and we chose the cursings. Because the scriptures say, therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live. So now that's the order that God gave us. Now, once we choose death, now we're choosing the cursing. And when you're a cursed people, you looking for everything to get out instead of the one thing that will actually free you, and that's go to where life is at. Life is the commandments. Life is obedience to the Most High. I'm gonna give you another scripture. This is Baruch. This is the book of Baruch. Give me 1 second. This is the book of Baruch 3. Nope, 4. Well, I do want to do 3. This is Baruch. Well, no. This is Baruch 3:1. O Lord Almighty, God of Israel, the soul in anguish and troubled spirit crieth unto thee. Hear, O Lord, and have mercy, for thou art merciful, and have pity upon us, because we have sinned before thee. For thou endurest forever, and we perish utterly. O Lord Almighty, thou God of Israel, hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites and of their children. That's the spot that we got to go to. And when you go to the next chapter, it says, this is the book of the commandments of God, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. I mean, as I'm doing this, I mean, the Bible kind of just teaches itself. If I go to Jeremiah, Jeremiah 50:7, like our sins is what's held us back from the Most High. But here's the sad part about the sins. We love to sin. We love it. Like we love to get high, sleep with whores, celebrate this funky ass Valentine. We love everything that is against God more than we love God. That's the problem that black people have. That's why we'll believe the white man. We know he's a liar. Even those that don't want to call the white man a devil know the white man is a liar. But if I believe this white man, I can smoke weed. If I believe in God, I cannot smoke weed. If I believe in the white man, I can be a transgender. If I believe in God, I cannot be a transgender. If I believe in the white man, I can murder, I can steal. Our concept of even murder and taking stuff by force is because our daddy, the white man, took this country by force, and you follow that pattern. We forgot who owned us. That's why we'll soak up every brother that's so-called conscious and woke will say, "No, I don't believe it. That's just a white man and his conspiracy. But I'm gonna just go ahead and get this weed. I'm gonna go ahead and get this cocaine. I'm gonna go ahead and get this syrup. I'm gonna get this crack. I'm gonna get everything that allows me to sin." And that's why.
One more question, Cap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get off your line. Am I wrong when I bend the knee and pray for my people only, not the other nations, that the Most High, put a spirit on our people to come back to the commandments so Christ can come back to rectify us and to level this goddamn place, destroy America, and we put the nations back under our foot? Am I wrong for praying that, bro? Because some people are like, I'm wrong for praying that, bro. I really want that, man.
No, hold on one second. I'm before I answer, I just want one more scripture on that same subject. This Jeremiah 5:31. And here's the other person that has to be charged. Whenever we look at the black community, they always want to fault the youth. It is not the youth's fault. It is our fault. It is all of the adults' fault. These grown-ups, like the reason why I was on that Erykah Badu, and that's even the Erykah Badu thing is so spiritual, because I was saying she was ratchet last week. I got crucified for it by black women. Black women and black men wanted to crucify me because I said Erykah Badu is ratchet. And then lo and behold, Super Bowl Sunday, what does she say? She say, go cheat on your man with a wimp. Go cheat, go get a soft man, because all the real men gonna be watching the Super Bowl. So now she's what you would call a prophetess. They look at her, she's spiritual because she light incense. Listen, if I was to play the audio, the bastard said she was spiritual because she light incense, because she sound good, and she's telling women that have a man to go.
Sad, bro. It's sad.
That's sad. And this is Jeremiah 5:31. It says, the prophets prophesy falsely, and the priests bear rule by their means. What does it mean, bear rule by their means? A priest bears rule over you by telling you God loves the sinner, he hates the sin. God said you can do that. And that's how they rule you. And so you'll pay your tithes to that priest because he allows you to still be wicked as long as you pay that 10%. And because he bears rule by their means, it says, my people love to have it so. And what will you do in the end thereof? We will get destroyed. Now, to answer your question, are you wrong to pray for the death of your enemies? This is Luke, the 18th chapter, First verse, this is Christ. It says, and he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought to always pray and not faint. And that's what you're doing. To be faint is talking about being weak. So this is saying that men ought to always pray and not faint, and not pray like, oh God, can you please, we want to get free. Not pray like that. Pray like a man.
I don't pray like that. I be praying, Most High, and through Christ, man, destroy these people, man.
That's
Get
right.
these people out the way, bro. Level these people, man.
That's
Send
right.
bombs and level America. Get this place. I'm tired of being here. I'm tired of people suffering. Man, level this motherfucker. Excuse my language.
No,
That's
that's
how
fine.
I pray, man.
But see, I'm not saying that. Yeah, but I ain't saying that for you. That ain't you at all. But I am saying that for the audience that think when you pray, you got to pray like that. Job 40:7 says, gird up thy loins like a man, pray like a man. Verse 2 says, saying, there was a city, a judge which feared not God, neither regardeth man. And there was a widow in the city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of mine adversary. Now, this is what a widow is saying to this man. And it says, and he would not for a while, but afterward he said within himself, though I fear not God, nor regard man, yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, lest by continual coming she weary me. Verse 6. And the Lord said, hear what the unjust judge said. Verse 7. And shall not God avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with him? Now, my question is, what is the elect crying to God about day and night, brother? That's my question.
Well, free us out this condition, man, to level this place and put these people under our
That's
foot.
right.
Like what it's supposed to be. Like it was
right.
Like it always supposed to be. When you read the scripture, people always supposed to be serving us from day one. To my sense, this has been planet Earth.
That's right. And so now,
from Adam all the way down, from the before the flood all the way through the flood, man, the whole nine.
So now here's the other part, verse 8. I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on earth? Because that's also important. Because in order for this to happen, our obedience has to also be fulfilled. When you go to 2 Corinthians 10:4, it says the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God, bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. People be tripping out when we say you're going to wear what we tell you to wear. You're going to do what we tell you to do. You're going to eat what we tell you to eat. Not understanding all of that is required to bring into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. If Christ is the blueprint, we should pattern ourselves. Just like everybody want to be like Michael Jordan when they had the song, I want to be like Mike. Well, I want to be like Christ. That's what I would rather be like. And if I'm going to be like that, the same way they dribble that ball, they shoot, is the same way you got to be in that scriptures. You may have to fast. There's tons of things you may have to do to bring yourself into obedience. And then verse 6 says, and having in readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. Let me see the call. All right, you got that, brother?
I got to appreciate it, Cap, man. Y'all have a blessing, bro. All praise to the Most High.
You just always add them. You don't never do it. To the caller on there at 518, I'm gonna come to you in a second. We got a cat, Lance. What's going on, brother?
What's good, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing good. You got a comment?
Yeah, blessings to your house, bro. I got a dilemma, bro. All right. So I'm an Israelite. I'm not new to the scripture because I was a devout Christian too as well, studying deeply. So Deuteronomy 32, 8-9.
Okay.
Says when El gave the nations an inheritance, when he separated the sons of man, he set the boundaries of the peoples according to the numbers of Beni Elohim, which is sons of God. It goes on and says Yahweh portion was his people. Jacob.
When you say according to the number of the children of God. In the King James, it says the children of Israel.
In the Septuagint, it says, when we know the Masoretic text was used to translate the King James, I went to the Septuagint and
Yes.
the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Okay, the Septuagint is false though. The Septuagint is not valid. They don't even know if that's a Septuagint or not.
Well, the Dead Sea Scrolls aren't, right? Because this is what it says also.
I would have to look up what you're saying in the Dead Sea Scrolls. I would have to look that up. I haven't looked that up in a while.
So I sat on that side of the fence, what you were saying, right? Because what this is saying is that the Most High gave as an inheritance to his sons, which were angels, the people. He put them as gods over the people, right? Then
so in the Dead Sea Scrolls, it says he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of God. It has a slash out of Israel, and it says God. So
God is it says Beni Elohim.
Okay, when you say Beni,
ain't that sons of God?
Even the Hebrew word for God is the same. So if I'm saying children of God, and you saying Ben or Bunyamyan would be children, Elohim, Elohim would be God. You understand? So even though it's saying children of God, Israel is the children of God.
That's true.
Right.
But
so
also the sons of God gathered before the Lord to give their report, and also Satan came. Those same sons of God.
Let's just remove indoctrination of Satan and fallen angels, and we can talk about that in a second. But let's just move in that thought process out. In Deuteronomy, the 32nd chapter, there's nothing about angels before that last statement. In the beginning of Deuteronomy 32:8, it says, when the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance. Those nations are not angels, those are nations. When he separated the sons of Adam, right? So the sons of Adam would be Noah and his sons. He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of, I'm going to just say God, because Israel or God, same thing. And verse 9 says, for the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. So there's nothing about angelic beings that has anything to do with these verses.
Well, here's the deal. Yahweh, the Lord's, that's Yahweh. Yahweh portion was his people. Jacob was the lot of his inheritance, which means that he inherited. It wasn't his before the Most High gave it to him.
What do you say that? Explain what you mean by that.
Inheritance is something that belonged to somebody else that
you said it wasn't his before. Explain that part.
When I said it wasn't his before it was given to him.
What, who when you say it wasn't his, who's the his that you're talking about?
It wasn't Yahweh's.
Why you say that?
Because he received it as an inheritance, and it says the Most High gave it to him.
Okay, it says Jacob is the lot of his inheritance, but you do know before Jacob was born, that was the Lord's.
Well, yes. I'm talking about in real time, right here, written by the prophets.
Slow down. When you say real time in Genesis 25, when the two nations were in the womb and they struggled, that's the Lord telling Rebekah, "This is mine." So before we read Deuteronomy 32:9 in Genesis, and be careful when you say real time, because Genesis is not real time. Even when it's talking about dividing the sons, that's not real time. That's Moses rewriting what was done when the other nations got their boundaries. So that's not real time. So let's not say real time.
It's actually Ezra that rewrote this. Ezra actually rewrote it.
Even when you say and rewrote, this is still Moses' records. So you just further proving that this is not real time. So let's not use the term real time. This is a retelling of what took place. So now the Lord's portion of Jacob, the point of this is not saying that the Lord inherited Jacob at this time at Deuteronomy 32:9. The point of this is that everybody got their land. Everybody got their portion. But Jacob is the Lord's portion. Jacob is not like everybody else. Jacob is the one where it says, Israel is my servant. excuse me, Israel is my son, even my firstborn, which is important. The whole reason why it's saying Jacob is a lot of his inheritance, who will get the inheritance? The firstborn, right?
Yes.
Right. So Jacob is not a literal, or Israel is not a literal son of the Most High in the sense that there was a man and a woman that procreated to birth him. It's a metaphor.
So we know that.
Okay, no problem. So Deuteronomy 32, 8 through 9 is not angelic. It's just talking about the nations and the Lord choosing Jacob out of those nations.
So I believe that in the King James is Christian interpolation. And I think it's done like that to hide the henoistic, henotheistic aspect of the Israelites. See, right here, I understand it differently because of the many Dead Sea Scrolls that I've read that points to a henotheistic paradigm for the Israelites. But here what it says to me, and this is not my point. It's not my point.
When you say henotheistic, right? I'm a little black and slow sometimes. What does that mean?
Like, believe that there are other gods, but only worship one.
Okay, so you saying that the Israelites was henotheistic?
Absolutely.
That they had more than one God?
Absolutely. The Lord stood in the council of the mighty.
Wait.
This council means more than one.
Brother, I don't. And when you say the Lord stood in the council of the mighty, has nothing to do with Israel having more than one God. Those two don't even go together.
Angels are considered gods. The Elohim,
Israel are considered God. Pharaoh was considered God.
That's
okay,
true.
So don't make God absolute. You said Israel.
I'm not saying God as in. Listen, there's a Most High.
You said Israel. Wait, slow down, brother. You said Israel had more than one God. That's what you
did not say that.
You said they was You said they were henotheistic. I said I'm not that smart.
They believe there are more than one God, but only subscribe to one.
Okay, no problem. So now here's how I think you should say what you're saying.
Is there a ball?
Wait. Here's how I think you should say, brother, relax. Here's how I think you should say it so you can say it a little bit more clear. What it sounds like you're saying is that the other nations had gods, so they had knowledge of other nations' gods, but we only serve the Most High God. Is that what you're saying?
Okay, so now go what you just said. Remember what you just said.
But you
hold on. Remember what you just said. Yes, brother, that's what I'm saying. Now remember what you just said. Now go back to the Deuteronomy, which call it what we just
right. Exactly. 32:89. Now,
hold on. Let me finish. Let me make my point, bro. I know you're a teacher, but I'm here. You asked me a question. I'm trying to get it to you. You're trying to teach me in between.
You don't know what you're talking about. I'm just teaching you.
Okay. Well, I'm just reading, and this is what it's saying. This in layman's terms, when El-Yuan gave the nation he gave the nations as an inheritance, he separated the sons of man.
It doesn't say gave, it says he divided to the nations there.
And what book are you reading in?
Deuteronomy 32:9, the KJV.
Right. I'm reading from the Septuagint.
The Septuagint is trash.
There is
no actual Septuagint. It's so-called burned in the Alexander fire. You're not going to get a translation of that. Who said that?
It's Cam Katazai. What's up, my brother?
Oh, hey, what's going on? Wait, you're not going to get an earlier translation in 3rd century AD. The KJV the earliest translations of the Old and New Testament that the KJV follows was done by the 1st century. And I think Kadazai chimed in because
the oldest is the 2nd century, bro.
1 second. I think Kadazai chimed in because he can give you more information on how the Septuagint is trash. Am I correct, Kadazai, or no? I'm assuming I was incorrect. So when you talk about the Septuagint, that's just not going to be a book that I'm going to respect because there is no scholarly consensus that it's valid. Kadazai, if you talking, I couldn't hear you.
Slaggy, could you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
What version of the Septuagint are you reading, brother?
Well, I'm just really going off of my PowerPoint that I got here. I didn't put a version down.
Damn.
Well, okay. Well, that's
damn.
You see that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you why. Because the Septuagint that you're reading, there's no Septuagint in circulation right now, which is the Septuagint of what you believe is the ancient record. There's no Septuagint that predates the 3rd century AD, which means that they did a Greek translation in the 3rd century that they really didn't finish until the 4th. And then from there, you understand, they just put the Septuagint on it because of some pseudo letters that they found dating back to when they translated the scriptures, or said that they translated the scriptures, you understand, in that same library of Alexandria. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would like to know where you got that from, where that information comes from. But nevertheless, I'm trying to make a point.
You can listen. You can literally go look this up right now. There is no Septuagint in circulation right now that predates the Alexandrinus, the Sinaiticus, and the Vaticanus. Those are the only 3 versions of the Septuagint in existence, and none of them go further than 300 AD. So you trying to utilize that as an authority is crazy, because the Dead Sea Scrolls predate that. You know what I'm saying? As well as a load of other scriptures. So you don't even know that. You're saying where
the Dead Sea Scrolls actually says what I read.
Say that again.
The Dead Sea Scrolls also says what I read.
You can turn around and say that the Dead Sea Scrolls say.
You
didn't turn around. You didn't turn around and say you did. But here's why it's irrelevant if you want to say the Dead Sea Scrolls say that. Because you didn't pull the Dead Sea Scrolls. You pulled the Septuagint as if it was an authority. And I'm trying to explain to you that does not go back before then. You don't even know the source you're pulling from.
Listen, it's fine for you to say whatever you believe in the Septuagint. Regardless of that, the Dead Sea Scrolls says the same thing.
So
pull it up.
1 second. And no, I didn't have an argument when you read that the Dead Sea Scrolls said, according to the number of the children of God. I didn't argue with you because Israel are the children of God.
Okay, that's true. But
right,
also,
so wait.
Also the angels.
Slow down. But this is not talking about angels.
Okay,
all this is simply talking about is the nations and Jacob getting their inheritance. So where we was at, you was breaking down. Just don't use the Septuagint as authority.
Okay,
you want no problem.
We go
so right. Break it down was you said, and I'm assuming you have a Dead Sea Scroll in front of you.
I'm going through. I'm looking for it right now.
Okay, next time just be prepared when you have this conversation. It says, when the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. Even those bounds is boundaries based on the inheritance. Has nothing to do with idol worship. Has nothing to do with false.
We're not talking about idol. We're not talking about idol worship.
Okay,
let me finish what I'm. Let me.
You
make,
brought up different gods, though. You brought up
because the angels are different gods. They're little g gods.
They're not.
They're little g gods.
They're not. You would have to prove
so
that.
why did? Okay, because you got Moses kneeling before the angel of the Lord. You got Abraham. You got Abraham came and kneeled before the angel of the Lord. These are angels.
Who? Those are angels.
Little g God.
Slow down, Swifty. Those are angels that's doing the work of the Most High. That's what they are.
But that's
they're not Baal. Wait 1 second. They're not Baal. They're not Molech. They're not none of that.
That's nothing that I insinuated.
Okay, but they're not worshipped. That doesn't make Israel. You said that Israel was henotheistic, brother. You all over the place. You just got finished mentioning that Baal was a god. Molech.
He is a god.
He's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Listen, bro.
Let me tell you.
I'm not saying that they're real. I'm not saying that they're
real.
Gods,
they're not God.
Absolutely not.
Okay, then.
Absolutely not.
Okay, no problem. Now we got that off the table. They are not gods. So when you say that slow down, dude, slow down. When you say Israel is henotheistic, you're incorrect. Israel was monotheistic. They had one God. When they worship another nation's God, that's called sinning.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, then. But the gods that they worship are not.
I did not say that
you can't say
worship more than one God, because I said they subscribe to one God.
You can't say
But they
that they are,
believe.
you can't say that Israel is henotheist. When you say, that's like saying Israel ate pork. You can't say that. You can say they sinned and ate pork. But when you're talking about what Israel is as a culture, Israel is monotheistic as a culture. Now, if you're talking about disobedience and following other gods, then we're going to agree. That's why I tried to change how you said what you're saying. But these two verses have nothing to do with angels and everything to do with Egyptians getting their land. Canaanites, well, they got their land taken. The Moabites getting their land. The Edomites getting their land. But Jacob getting their portion, and they were the Lord's people. That's all 8 and 9 is talking about. It's not talking about no angels or gods or anything like that.
Right. Okay. That's okay. That's what you believe, brother. But it's so many.
That's just what it is. You would have to show me where are these other gods. You brought up angels visiting Abraham and Moses. They would work for the Lord.
Yeah, that doesn't take away what's presented before him.
What it no.
He kneeled before them. The angel told him to take his shoes off. He stand on holy ground.
That's right. And the Most High has never been on this planet.
I agree.
Okay, then. So when they bowing before the angels
are theophanies.
Slow down, Swifty. You know the king gets worshiped too. You know you bow before the king, right?
You changing the point, bro.
I'm not changing the point. I'm trying to show you how stupid your argument is. You trying to make other gods exist. The example.
Hold on, bro. You said God never been on earth.
That's right.
God, I agree.
No problem.
What does he do? He sent a malak.
He sent angels to do his bidding. And the two examples that you gave is in reverence to the Most High. You trying to say other right, but show me the angels that's for Baal and Molech. If you can't, then you don't have an argument here.
So there are pseudepigraphal and extra biblical texts that do account for other beings, that, like for instance, Michael and his angels, and Satan and his angels, or Belial and his
you don't have to go. You don't have to do pseudepigrapha. You talk about in Revelation, the 12th chapter, right?
I'm just saying in general. These angels.
Once again, we can read it. When they talk about there was war in heaven, Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. That still is not gods.
Okay, so here's the deal. This is what I so we those not the gods that the Israelites worship, but those gods was placed over the nations.
I'm gonna give you an example. Bel and the dragon, that wasn't a real god, right?
No, Bel and the dragon.
No. Right. But you do know that the people worship them as a god, right?
Yes, I do. They worship man. They worship statues.
Slow. Just walk with me. I ain't trying. I'm trying to just show you an example how there's no angel over it or nothing like that, right? So in Bel and the dragon, when I believe it's Daniel comes and destroys that god, do you know what he does to show that that god is not real? I'm asking you. Okay. What he does is he tells the king. So they got the statue, they got the bell.
Oh yeah, he put the powder out.
He put the powder out, right?
Yeah.
So the priest was telling the king and all of them that when y'all put the food here, the food's gonna be gone in the morning. They had a secret door where they was going to eat the foods themselves. There is no real God.
All right, now watch this, brother.
Saying Bel and the dragon is like saying Santa Claus.
I'm not saying that's real. I'm talking about specific.
So before you
let me give you an example. Let me give you this.
I don't want you to give me an example. I do want to give you the floor, but I want you to be specific about your point. Like, what is your point? Can you just explain that?
Listen, bro, it's scary to be specific because I only can show you. This is what I want you to do, bro.
No. I don't want you to. No. I just want you to tell.
No, because you're going to attack my position before I give you a point.
No. I want you to just give me your point. I'm not going to attack anything, but I feel like you're not learning or trying to learn. So I just want you to give me your point.
All right, you promise you're not going. Let me give.
Just give me your point.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you my point, And I have many more examples, but I'm going to give you this one verse. Genesis 48, 15 through 16. What I want to say is, I believe that El Elyon is spirit. He is the Most High, right? I believe that he has physical beings that he used, that he's created, which we call angels, to handle the physical realm, to govern the physical realm. I believe that verse in Deuteronomy are when it says he divided the nations and gave as an inheritance to his sons, he put a God over each nation to govern. It says Yahweh portion is his people. Jacob was the lot of his inheritance, as to let me know that Yahweh himself is a son of El Elyon. Yahweh is the El Shaddai. Yahweh is the son. Now let me finish. I believe that Yahweh was placed over Israel, and Yahweh is given a name after the Israelites leave Babylon, who is Michael. Michael the archangel, who is their prince. Now, if you go to Genesis 48, 15 through 16, Jacob is on his deathbed, and he's about to bless Joseph's sons. And he said, bless Joseph, and said, God before whom my fathers, Abraham and Isaac, did walk, the God which fed me all my life long unto this day, the angel which redeemed me from all evil, the angel which redeemed me from all evil, which lets me know that Michael, the prince, is Yahweh, who earlier in the biblical times was the angel of the Lord.
So you saying Michael
from the beginning?
So you said Michael is Yahweh?
Michael is the modern day Michael, who is like El, is Yahweh. That was placed over Israel.
No problem. So Psalms, that's why I wanted you to get all of that out so my listening audience can hear you. In Genesis 48, before you even get to Genesis 48, are you familiar with Jacob's ladder?
No, go ahead.
You're not familiar with Jacob's ladder at all. And that's fine. I'm not saying it to make fun of you or anything like that. So in Genesis 28, go ahead. In Genesis 28 and 12, this was Jacob's dream. It says, and he dreamed a dream, and behold, a ladder set upon the earth, and the top of it reached heaven. And behold, the angels of God ascending and descending on it. And behold, the Lord stood above it. That's Yahweh. And said, I am the Lord God of Abraham, thy father, and the God of Isaac. The land whereupon thou list, I will give it to you. So at the top of that is the Lord. So the angels that are going up and down, they reporting to the Most High, which is giving you a vision of how things work. The Lord doesn't come up here, but he sends angels up and down to do his bidding, which is the point. Now, what that does is that knocks out. So when you go to your Genesis 48, when Jacob says an angel did something, that angel was sent by the Lord to do exactly what he did. When the angels came and visited Abraham and Sarah, that's the angels doing the bidding of the Most High. There is no God. There is no El Shaddai. Yahweh reports to El Shaddai. Psalms 83 and 18 says that.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's what you said, though.
No, what I'm saying is that Michael. Let me give you what I'm saying.
I didn't interrupt you until the end. I heard exactly what you said. You said modern day Michael was Yahweh. That's what you just said.
Yes, modern day Michael.
You said that Almighty God. Why are you talking? I don't want to tell you to shut your mouth, but you said, ask me to be quiet. I gave you the respect. Now you shut your mouth and give me the respect. Thank you. So you said modern day Michael was Yahweh, and you said El Shaddai was the top, and Yahweh was just a God over Israel, as if there's others. Psalms 83 and 18, it says that men may know that thou whose name alone, just to recap. So I just recapped Genesis 28 and 12, where the angels that go up and down report to the Most High. If I was to go to Job 1 and 6, the angels came and reported to the Most High, including the angel Satan, came and reported to the Most High, Yahweh. Psalms 83 and 18, that men may know that thou whose name alone is Yahweh art the most high over all the earth. There is not a God above the most high. The whole reason why he has the title most high is because there is not a God above him. So the argument that you're trying to make that there are other gods and that Yahweh, especially that Yahweh is Michael, that's retarded to me. That makes absolutely no sense to me, because then you're saying Michael is in charge of everything. Michael in the book of Jude, you said, wait, in the book of Jude, Michael said the Lord rebuked thee. So Michael talking to himself now?
No.
Who is he talking to? Who is he talking
He's
to?
talking to El the Most High.
God damn, yo.
The Almighty.
God
Listen, let me say what I'm saying.
He just said he's the Almighty, the Most High. Yahweh said he's the Almighty. When the Most High spoke to Moses, he said, when he gave him his name, he said, this is Exodus 3, was it 14 and 15? It says, and Moses said unto God, behold, when I come to the children of Israel and say to them, the God of your fathers has sent me, and they shall say unto me, what is his name? What shall I say to them? And God said unto Moses, I am that I am. He was checking him. Thus shalt thou say. It says, and God said, moreover, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, the Lord, the God of your fathers, the God of Abraham. And he gave him his actual name. Before that, he was just known as the terrible power, or as the El Shaddai, as you're saying.
Right.
Right. I know I'm right.
All right. So what I'm saying is this, is that the angel of the Lord,
before you go,
who is the Lord of hosts.
Before you go, just know, once you commit that El Shaddai, Yahweh, and all of them is the same, once you separate him, you just showing that you don't know the Bible, because the Bible is clearly saying he's the Almighty, he's the El Shaddai, he's the Most High, he's God. It never says Michael is God.
It's not going to say Michael, because it's going to say that, and the angel of the Lord said, but and the Lord of hosts said.
Right.
So the Lord is a man of war.
Okay, so now another question.
Michael is the captain, the Lord of hosts.
Right. So is Christ above Michael?
I was just thinking that.
So this is what I believe.
Hold on, let me finish. I just need a yes or no before you give me what you believe. Is Christ above Michael?
No. I believe that they took Michael's identity and created the deity of Christ with it.
Listen, what you should do, brother, is you should throw this Bible away. You should not believe in this.
The Bible's reading right. We reading wrong.
You just said. So when we read Hebrews, the first chapter, it talks about Christ being above. Thou art my son.
I don't listen. Let me say this. I don't subscribe to the New Testament. Why? Because the Israelites are in exile. The northern kingdom is in Armenia, Turkey, Phrygia, Russia, Siberia. The southern kingdom is scattered into places in north.
Wait, before you do all that, you say you don't subscribe to the New Testament, right?
Absolutely.
So why would you care anything about Jesus? You should just stick to Michael. So that means
I just go straight to the Most High. No, I go straight to the Most High in spirit. And whatever Michael does about prayers or whatever he do, and whenever he comes,
hold on, let me see.
I just go to the Most High. I don't go to no middleman. The Most High said, if my people who are called by my name.
I don't want to change the subject and get into all of that. I'm just saying, I don't know why when I brought up Christ, I don't even know why you gave an answer. You should have said you don't believe in the New Testament from right there. That would have been fine.
I kind of did.
But the fact that we have Michael in the book of Daniel, and it's not reverence to Yahweh, Michael is just an angel. That's it. That's all he is. That does the work of the Most High. So whatever trick.
That's true. That's true.
Right, but Michael, you want that Most High. You want that but you want that Most High to be El Elyon. That makes
El Elyon.
That's what you said. Yeah, you said you want
Elyon means Most High.
So for you, Michael is Yahweh.
Michael is the son. Michael is the son of El
Stop, dude. Michael is Yahweh, according to you. And El Elyon is the Most High, according to you. So I'm gonna go back.
According to the scripture.
So I'm gonna go back to Psalms 83 and 18. It says that thou whose name alone is Yahweh. That's what the Bible says.
And who is talking and who is he talking to? The prince only deals with the Israelites. He don't deal with no other.
I'm gonna say it again. It says that men may know. You said Yahweh is Michael. This says that men may know that thou whose name alone is Yahweh art the most high. So now he's above your El Elyon, your logic, over all the earth. Hold on for a second.
So let's
mute for a second. Just mute.
I did
just
that.
mute, dude. Mute.
Okay.
Larry. What's up, Larry?
Oh shit. What's going on, Cat?
Hey, what's going on?
Yo, son. That was yo, son, that was so hard to listen to, yo. Like
that was rough.
Yo, I'm literally almost anyway. Shout out to you, man, as always, man. I love the work you be putting in, man. I didn't even necessarily have any questions about Bible and nothing like that. I honestly wanted
that's fine. What's your question now?
I wanted to know more about, I got two questions. I wanted to know what it was, what event took place for you to come into the truth. That's one of my questions.
I saw what's that song? If I be honest, what sparked how I found the truth. So I always heard about us being Israel. I used to always hear that Jesus being black and stuff like that, but I didn't really care. I was in the world. And that song New York by Jay-Z and Alicia Keys. You know that song?
Yep.
That song came out like 08, 09, something like that. And Jay-Z had a line in there that said something like, Jesus can't save you. Life starts when the church ends, is what it said. One day I'm watching the video on YouTube and I saw, you know, like when you watch the videos, there's videos on the side. And on the side of the video, it said, the curses, we are the children of Israel. And I clicked it. And when I clicked it, I kept watching it. And then I saw like some blood sacrifice videos of Jay-Z and all of them. I start watching the videos. So I'm going down this whole rabbit hole. Like, oh, these niggas they sacrificing, killing their kids.
Right.
And so the guy that was making the videos, he also on his site had information about Israel. And so I initially was getting all my information from him. That was short-lived. It lasted maybe like a month. But within that month's time, I met this brother named Hezekiah from Louisiana. And I asked him where was the truth at. And he's the one that told me ISUBK. He told me ISUBK, sent me their website. I'm listening to The Grill. That's what Black Watch used to be called. It used to be called The Grill under Commander Jenny Hanna. And I contacted them, asked them where was they going to be speaking. They told me 12th and Market in Philadelphia. And I went down there, and the first camp I ever seen was a white man kissing their boots. And that was God telling me this is where I'm supposed to be. And I've been in there ever since.
Damn. So what year you said that was? Like 08, 09?
It started 09. So I count myself as being in the truth in November 29th of 2009. I got to ISUBK February 29th of 2010.
Man, that's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so out of all of the debates I've seen you have, man, I don't think I've seen you take an L. I haven't seen all of them.
Right.
But I've seen you've been kicking ass, man, taking names.
Most Christ, brother. I appreciate it.
No doubt. What would
I stand corrected? It was February 27th of 2010.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What would you? Who would you say was your most formidable opponent? Like your most, I guess, challenging debate.
The first debate was one of the challenges. So that was against Polite. From a study perspective, the one with Malik Zulu Shabazz, that title was like, is it Africa or not, the Bible or not? I had to take a whole different approach. So from a study perspective, that was one. And I want to say them two. Like all of my dealings with Polite, because Polite was like a wizard. Polite, when I say like wizard, Polite had like you had to be sharp when it came to debating Polite, because he can make you look stupid as shit. I've seen him do it, and he don't do it by nothing other than magician, like magical shit. Like he'll if you understand reading comprehension, which I was good at, he gonna start in the beginning, talk about the subject, the middle gonna be fuzzy, then he gonna come right back to it in the end. But he can get you lost to the sauce on that. So I would say he would probably be the toughest. But the Malik Zulu Shabazz debate, that was probably the hardest because it was different. Like I took a whole different approach. Like they thought I was going to talk about Kemet and Egypt and stuff like that, but it wasn't nothing like that. So I would say them two, Polite and Malik Zulu Shabazz.
Word, that's a bet. All right, man. I didn't want to waste too much of your time. I just wanted to ask those questions.
All right, no sweat. All right, I appreciate it, brother.
Yep.
515, we appreciate your patience holding on. 515-577, you're on Crossing Line Radio. What's your name? Where you calling from? Ikadazai, you know you can unmute anytime you want. It's like a go ahead. To the caller, you there? Did you unmute him? Hold on, we just trying to unmute him. There you go.
What's going on?
I can hear you, brother. What's going on? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, this Kakunga Bar out of Iowa. Officer Kakunga Bar.
Khan, you got a question or comment, brother?
Yeah, I just had a question, man. If I could, I was in a little battle with some Christians or whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
and they try to pull up Deuteronomy. If I could get a little quick breakdown.
Yeah, that's fine.
Deuteronomy 29.
Why did I know you was going to Deuteronomy 29?
Man, I mean, I already know our stance, but I just want to hear it from the Ottawa. You dig?
Khan, what verse? Was it 12?
Let me see, Salakia.
Mm-hmm. And while you getting that verse, just a quick commercial. While you getting that verse, brother, just a quick commercial. Tazaryak and Lily's Creations has completely debunked. It's dead. Barakatah Yahweh Yahushua. We are now doing Call Gas Creations. That's alive. Yeah. So if you go on Etsy right now, I have a 50% off sale. If you type in Call Gas Creations, you would definitely find it. Nothing's changed. The products, the butters, the oils. I actually just ordered my candles, so I'm gonna be bringing my candles back. Just waiting for that inventory to come in, and then I'll restart with that. I also got body scrubs. So if you go on Etsy, and it's weird, like if I pull up, go to Etsy real fast and type into Zarya Crazy. I want to show y'all how crazy this is for me, right? So type in Etsy. What you doing? One hand? What you was typing with one hand? You was typing one hand?
No, one
go
finger.
Go to Zarya Creations for me real fast. I want to show you something. Yeah, you see it's popping up right there. There you go. Click on now you might have to maybe you won't be able to see it because I don't have no listings on there. Scroll down some. No, that's Call Gas. That's all Call Gas. Okay, so I have to tell y'all what trips me out. So my Tazarya Creations had 26,000 sales. Right now, my Call Gas is 39 sales. That's crazy. You have to see it like that. But go ahead, brother. What verse did you have? So 50% off sale. Just check out my site. I appreciate it. So now what's your question, brother?
Yeah, Salakia. So yeah, Deuteronomy 29, it started in that verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of goes all the way down, but if I could, it says, ye stand this day of all you before the Lord your God, your captains, your tribes, your elders, and your officers with all the men of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
So right here, they'll be like, oh yeah, so that's the children of Israel right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it says, your little ones, your wives, and thy stranger that is in thy camp.
Mm-hmm.
From hewer of the wood unto the drawer of the water. So, you know, of course, right there, they're going to say, these are the strangers, which would be those who are without Israel, because they're trying to say that in that first verse 10, that's Israel literally. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But then, you know, if you drop down to verse 14, where it says, neither with you only do I make this covenant and this oath, but with him that standeth here with us this day before the Lord our God, and also with him that is not here with us this day. So they would say that the stranger in verse, 11, and then down when you drop down to verse 14, where it says, verse 15, where it says, not with him that standeth with us this day.
Is a stranger a race of people?
La'ah.
Is a captain a race of people?
La'ah.
An elder, an officer, are those races of people? Or is it
La'ah.
It's just titles? It's just rank. It's just
it's
just structure, right? So now when you go up to when you start at verse 1, it says, these are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel. Now, really, you could just stop right there.
Right.
You don't have to go no further. So now I'll break it down two ways. So now verse 29 and 10, ye stand this day all of the people before the Lord your God. So now what do you envision when you see that?
Well, of course, you know, me being an officer in the UPK is everybody that's a part of the children of Israel.
Okay, so but what do you see? Like, you got to look at it like, don't look at it like this is like 5 people in a room. This is
it's a
whole plethora of people.
Yeah.
And so I stand this day all before the Lord your God, your captains, your tribes, your elders. That's just him saying, if we was to run this down, this is letting you know from the highest ranking to the homeless Israelite. That's who this applies to. I get some noise in the background now. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is from the highest ranking man, because they're all men. But you notice when it says with all the men of Israel, the captains are men, the elders are men, the officers are men. The point is running down the rank structure up until the person that has no rank. Your little ones, they don't have rank. Your wives, they don't have rank. Your strangers, they don't have rank. Even that Hebrew word for stranger there is gar, which is opposite. And so Israelites can be strangers. So where you want to focus at is when it says that thou shouldest enter into the covenant. Verse 13. Now you drop to 14, but verse 13 is important. It says that he may establish this day for a people unto himself, that he may be unto thee a God, as he has said unto thee, and as he have sworn unto thy fathers. Now, if they make the strangers non-Israelites, those are not his fathers. So let's say if they make the stranger the Egyptian, that's not the fathers. So that's not the covenant that he's establishing with them. So it can't be those strangers. And it says, neither with you only do I make this covenant and oath. An oath is a decree. So now I'll give you a parallel. You're familiar with the American Constitution?
Yeah,
that was made for those people, and not those people only, but also for everyone else. Now, who is that for?
Joe Osteen.
Right. That's for the children that come after them, wherever they may be. If an American is in North Korea, is this covenant for them? Excuse me, is the American Constitution for him? You're damn right. That's why they'll bring them home. That's why if you have an American hostage, they will go to war to bring him home, because that's an American citizen, whether local or abroad. You understand? So when it says, neither with you only do I make this covenant, but with him that standeth here with thee this day before the Lord our God, and with him that is not here, That letting you know this oath ain't just for this generation, but the generations that come after. That's what that's saying. Has nothing to do with other nations coming in, but the seed of Israel perpetually receiving this oath. That's what that's saying.
Kind of the one kind. But if I could, because they make it seem like, where it says, what does it say? But with him that standeth here with us this day before the Lord our God, and also with him that is not with us. Basically, their stance is that all the children of Israel at this time were in front. Like we were saying, there was
hey brother, what did I just say about that verse? Just repeat it for me.
Right. That it doesn't matter. It's for the people that may come afterwards, born later on, generation after generation.
Right. And that's what they don't see. Now, what do they see?
Well, if what they see is when we go down to 16.
I don't think you get what I'm saying. What do they see with this when it says also him that is not here with us today? What do they see with that phrase right there?
That there's other people other than Israel.
Thank you. And this is not about other people that is not with Israel. This is about the perpetual of this covenant and oath. I'll give you an example. In Kings, are you familiar with the prayer that Solomon gave in 1 Kings? I think it's like the 8th chapter. Are you familiar with that?
About that this house should be a prayer for all people or something like that.
Not that. Solomon saying if you pray facing Jerusalem, if you cast off. Are you familiar with that?
Kind of one time.
So now that is for an Israelite that is not in Israel, but then he repents or he comes back to Israel or he prays facing to Israel. The Lord Solomon asked him to hear the prayer of those Israelites. Why? Because of the covenant that he made with them. This is not, Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, the verse prior to 29, right?
Right.
Was that for the stranger?
Absolutely not.
So why is Deuteronomy 29 for the stranger? You got to tell him that too. Secondly, Deuteronomy 28, was that something that was taking place then?
Well, it was a prophet. It's a prophecy.
There you go. Was it something taking place then, or something that would take place based on what they did?
Yep, about what they may do.
So it wasn't about right then and there. It was about what would happen later. Deuteronomy, the 29th chapter, is not about what happens then and there. It's about what happens going forward. So whether you are here hearing this or whether 5 generations down, this oath and covenant is for you. These curses will be upon you. These blessings will be upon you, whether you're here or whether you're not. And if and what you got to tell them Christians and ask them, is Deuteronomy 28 talking about us? They're gonna say it's gonna be talking about non-Israelites. They're gonna say no. And then you have to ask them, well, why is it that only Israel gets punished for disobedience, but all the nations get the blessings from the Most High? That makes no sense. Do you understand? No sweat. Was there anything else?
No. If I could, man, shameless plug. Man, this Officer Kakonga Bar out of Iowa. We be having heavy content podcasts on Tuesdays.
Most High and Christ.
At 7 o'clock. The YouTube channel is ISUPK Iowa. So if any brothers and sisters out there here in the Midwest and the Iowa region, tune in, follow the page, ISUPK Iowa on Facebook and YouTube. And Most High Christ the Water Surfer for that breakdown.
Hey, no sweat, brother. I appreciate it.
Khan Khan, y'all Shukata.
All right, no sweat.
That was easy.
No, well, he was just wanting to learn the question.
Because it was over.
I heard both of them arguments before.
What?
No, I'll say both of those two callers you had, Salakia. Those two callers, that was a good breakdown you did, but I heard both of them two arguments.
Yeah, I mean that Deuteronomy 29. I get into a lot of Christian arguments with that. It's just a stupid argument. That's why I say this. I ask them, do those nations get the curses too? Because if they don't get the curses, why do they get the blessings?
Right.
Makes no sense, man. But we appreciate y'all joining Rocking with us. We went a little bit over the time today. Tune in next Thursday, every Thursday. Hopefully, Kadazai will be with me a little early. But until next time, we say Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.